There are still taxi drivers in San Diego, despite the storm of changes to the industry brought by ride-sharing companies. And now taxis dispatched through United Taxi Workers, they have an app, just like Uber and Lyft.
So starting Saturday, you can go to your Apple App Store, your Google Play Store, and just search for Ride United. And you'll see Ride United Passenger. So you can just click download just like you would any other app.
UC San Diego communication professor Lily Irani used to work for Google, and she helped design Ride United with input from UTW drivers. You don't actually have to wait for Saturday. It's already downloadable.
It'll auto-load the address of where you are, but just check that and make sure it's correct. And then you can drop in where you want to go to.
The taxi business in San Diego has gone through many changes and turmoil, and not just because of the competition from rideshare. Prior to 2014, there was a cap on taxi permits, which created a black market where the permits, also called medallions, were trading for $160,000 each. United Taxi Workers founder and director Mikhail Hussein says their drivers today are self-employed, and there's no longer a cap on how many drivers can work in the business.
We are called independent contractors. So we all like that. We are now self-employed because when we get the permit, now I'm self-employed, given by the city permit. I pay about, it used to be $3,000, now it's $1,600 to get permit.
Irani says joining the ranks of companies that have ride-hailing apps simply reflects the way customers get rides nowadays. People don't expect to have to call a dispatcher on the phone.
None of those mechanisms really get to how people have developed habits of getting rides, which is about pulling out your phone and just looking to see, getting a ride estimate. So that's what we're trying to provide.
San Diego taxi drivers promote themselves, saying their business is regulated locally, not statewide like ride shares, and there's no surge pricing during rush hour. Also, the vast majority of the fares a company pays goes to the driver, 94%, according to Hussein.
There's 6% technology fee approved by the city, and that's all we are charging right now.
Taxi and rideshare revenue is complicated, depending on tips, fees, and volume of rides. But Uber's take rate, the percentage the company takes from each ride, is much higher, 29%, as seen in a quarterly report this year. With regulation and insurance costs, there's plenty to complain about in the taxi business. But driver Abebe Ancalo says the control he has over his business and his influence on the app is what's kept him driving a taxi.
I grew up with this company. I am one of the guy who started this. So that is my choice. Freedom, self-independent, work for myself. That's why I'm here.
Thomas Fudge, KPBS News.
ABE cab is my cab.